sun dips low behind the Appalachian Ridge. Golden light spills across the worn floorboards. A gentle breeze stirs the hanging wind chimes. Time slows down the heart of the valley. There is a rocking chair that sits facing the west, where my grandfather used to lay his weary bones to rest. The paint is peeling like the bark on the sycamore tree, but it still holds the weight of the boy I used to be. I can smell the sweet grass blooming by the riverside, and hear the water washing all the jagged stones inside. The crickets tune their legs to play an evening serenade, while I just sit and watch the colors of the valley fade. The shadows stretch their fingers through the yard. The journey back to this old place was hard, but every mile I traveled brought me near to the quiet peace that always lingers here. Oh, the timber and twilight sing a familiar song, telling my wandering heart exactly where it belongs. Wrapped in the warmth of a honey-colored moon, humming along to a slow acoustic tune. No rush to be anywhere, no race left to win, just the whispering leaves and the breath of the wind. I am anchoring down in the dust and the loam. In the timber and twilight I am finally home. Brought a battered guitar with rusty copper strings to play the melodies the gentle evening brings. The fireflies are waking up like lanterns in the dark, catching the rhythm of the beating of my heart. I think about the ones who walked this gravel path before, who left their muddy footprints by the heavy wooden door. Their voices are an echo in the branches of the pine, pouring out their wisdom like a glass of blackberry wine. The shadows stretch their fingers through the yard. The journey back to this old place was hard, but every mile I traveled brought me near to the quiet peace that always lingers here. Oh, the timber and twilight sing a familiar song, telling my wandering heart exactly where it belongs. Wrapped in the warmth of a honey-colored moon, humming along to a slow acoustic tune. No rush to be anywhere, no race left to win, just the whispering leaves and the breath of the wind. I am anchoring down in the dust and the loam. In the timber and twilight, I am finally home. The city lights were blinding, the concrete was so cold. I traded all my simple days for a pocket full of gold. But gold can never buy the sound of rain upon a tin roof, or the honest, quiet comfort of a solitary truth. So I am trading back the hustle for the stillness of the night, surrendering my spirit to the fading of the light. Oh, the timber and twilight sing a familiar song, telling my wandering heart exactly where it belongs. Wrapped in the warmth of a honey-colored moon, humming along to a slow acoustic tune. No rush to be anywhere, no empty race to win, just the whispering leaves and the breath of the wind. I am anchoring down in the dust and the loam. In the timber and twilight, I am finally home. Soft picking in the quiet dark, the crickets hum an ancient tune. A gentle breeze through the willow tree, settling down the dust of the day. There is a rocking chair on the wooden deck, where the paint has started to peel away. I sit alone with a lukewarm tea, watching the last of the sun decay. The gravel road is empty now, not a single truck has passed since noon. Just the silhouette of the rusted plow, waiting beneath the rising moon. The shadows stretch across the yard, the evening air is turning chill, but I keep watching the open gate at the bottom of the silent hill. I keep the porch light burning bright, a little beacon in the country night, for every memory that wanders home. When the heavy heart begins to roam through the fields of gold and the tangled vines, through the shifting sands of passing times, No matter how far the years may run, I keep the porch light burning bright. I found a photograph in the drawer today, faded colors of a summer past. You were laughing by the creek bed stones. We always thought that the days would last. Now the water flows a little slow, and the cottonwoods have grown so tall. But I can still hear your gentle voice echoing down the wooden hall. The shadows stretch across the yard. The evening air is turning chill, but I keep watching the open gate at the bottom of the silent hill. I keep the porch light burning bright, a little beacon in the country night, for every memory that wanders home. When the heavy heart begins to roam through the fields of gold and the tangled vines, through the shifting sands of passing times, no matter how far the years may run, I keep the porch light burning bright. Some say letting go is the only way to find your peace when the fire fades, but I find comfort in the golden glow and the quiet promises we made. It is not sorrow that keeps me awake, it is the beauty of the love it takes. I keep the porch light burning bright, a little beacon in the country night, for every memory that wanders home. When the heavy heart begins to roam through the fields of gold and the tangled vines, through the shifting sands of passing times, until my very last day is done, I keep the porch light burning bright. Just a single bulb in the velvet dark, humming softly as the midnight nears. I will wait right here in the quiet calm. I will be right here. The sun dips low behind the timberline, Shadows stretch out across the gravel drive. Just the sound of the evening settling down, and the quiet humming of an old memory. There is a rusted tractor resting in the weeds beside the wooden fence where the wild honeysuckle bleeds. I step out onto the creaking cedar floor and leave my heavy boots right beside the cabin door. The air is thick with the scent of summer pine. A gentle breeze is whispering through the muscadine. I close my eyes and I can almost hear the sound of my father's laughter echoing around. The daylight fades into a soft, familiar gold, the kind of warmth that never really gets too old. I pour a glass and watch the stars begin to wake, and feel the years wash over like a quiet lake. Oh, this is where the dust finally settles down, miles and miles away from the heavy Russian town, where the crickets sing a lullaby to the rising moon, and the pedal steel wind plays an old forgotten tune. Time slows its hurried pace out on this county road, giving me a chance to drop my weary heavy load, wrapped up in the arms of a memory so sweet, right here where the earth and the endless heavens meet. I pull the canvas cover off an old acoustic frame. The silver strings still remember how to sing my name. I pluck a melody that my mother used to hum while staring out across the fields where the shadows come. A firefly flickers softly by the window pane, like a tiny lantern dancing in a gentle rain. It is funny how the smallest things can make you feel complete when you are sitting still upon this weathered porch retreat. The daylight fades into a soft, familiar gold, the kind of warmth that never really gets too old. I pour a glass and watch the stars begin to wake, and feel the years wash over like a quiet lake. Oh, this is where the dust finally settles down, miles and miles away from the heavy Russian town, where the crickets sing a lullaby to the rising moon, and the pedal steel wind plays an old forgotten tune. Time slows its hurried pace out on this county road, giving me a chance to drop my weary heavy load, wrapped up in the arms of a memory so sweet, right here where the earth and the endless heavens meet. I have chased the horizon from the mountains to the sea, looking for a spark of something that was always inside me. but every highway mile only turned my spirit dry, until I pointed my tires back beneath this southern sky. Now the engine is cooling in the twilight air, and I finally found the answer to my wandering prayer. Yeah, this is where the dust finally settles down, miles and miles away from the heavy Russian town, where the crickets sing a lullaby to the rising moon, and the pedal steel wind plays an old familiar tune. Time slows its hurried pace out on this county road, giving me a chance to drop my weary, heavy load. I am wrapped up in the arms of a memory so sweet, right here where the earth and the endless heavens meet. The evening breeze sings a quiet, lingering sigh, as a single shooting star paints the darkened sky. I am home at last underneath the old oak tree, safe inside the quiet, just the night and me. Wood smoke rises through the quiet dawn, a single breath of frost upon the glass. The world is waking, but it takes its time. I watch the shadows moving through the grass. I found an old wool sweater in the hall, the one you wore when summer turned to rust. It smells like cedar wood and sudden rain, a quiet memory waking from the dust. The gravel road is lined with fading green, the maples burn in shades of copper red. I pour a cup of coffee black and warm, and listen to the river up ahead. The days grow shorter, pulling in the light. The evening surrenders to the chill of night. But there is a comfort in the slowing down, a golden blanket settling on the town. Oh, the wind is blowing through the lonely trees, singing a slow song of the fallen leaves. Hold on to the warmth of the fading sun before the bitter winter has begun. There is peace in the middle of the changing tide, with the fire burning steady on the inside. Let the seasons turn, let the shadows fall. We are standing in the beauty of it all. This moon is heavy in the sky, a silver penny tossing in the dark. I hear the distant whistle of a train, a lonely echo out beyond the park. The porch swing creaks a steady rhythmic tune, a metronome for everything that passed. I watch the stars poke through the velvet blue, and wish this quiet moment here could last. The days grow shorter, pulling in the light. The evening surrenders to the chill of night. But there is a comfort in the slowing down, a golden blanket settling on the town. Oh, the wind is blowing through the lonely trees, singing a slow song of the falling leaves. Hold on to the warmth of the fading sun, before the bitter winter has begun. There is peace in the middle of the changing tide, with a fire burning steady on the inside. Let the seasons turn, let the shadows fall. We are standing in the beauty of it all. Time is just a river that we cannot hold, turning all our silver youth to autumn gold. I wouldn't trade a single fading amber ray for all the endless sunshine of a summer day. The cold is coming, but my heart is still resting like a lantern on the windowsill. Oh, the wind is blowing through the lonely trees, singing a slow song of the falling leaves. Hold on to the warmth of the fading sun, before the bitter winter has begun. There is peace in the middle of the changing tide, with a fire burning steady on the inside. Let the seasons turn, let the shadows fall. We are standing in the beauty of it all. The embers softly glow and fade away. The autumn night reclaims the fading day. A gentle quiet settles in my mind, leaving all the heavy things behind.
The sun dips low behind the western ridge. A soft breeze whispers through the willow tree. Dust settles quietly on the wooden bridge. Time slows down, finally letting me breathe.
The gravel crunches underneath the tires as I roll the windows down to catch the air. I can smell the smoke of distant fires, and I leave behind the weight of everywhere.
The rusted mailbox leaning to the right.
The gravel driveway overgrown with weeds.
It all looks golden in the fading light. A quiet answer to my loudest needs.
I turn the engine off and close my eyes. The crickets start their evening serenade. Beneath the canvas of the painted skies, I watch my restless worries start to fade. Oh, I am back in amber and pine, where the river runs slow and the stars align, where the rush of the world is a lifetime away, and the porch light glows at the end of the day. I can hear the sweet hum of a memory singing a slow, simple melody. Whenever I am lost and I need to be found, I let my boots touch this familiar ground. The wooden steps still creak the same old way. A familiar song I knew when I was young. I see the tire swing starting to sway, remembering the summer days we swung. A faded photograph is in my mind
of a mother's laugh so gentle and so clear.
It is the only place I ever find the quiet peace that always brings me here.
I lean against the railing, close my eyes. The crickets start their evening serenade. Beneath the canvas of the painted skies, I watch my restless worries start to fade. Oh, I'm back in amber and pine, where the river runs slow and the stars align, where the rush of the world is a lifetime away, and the porch light glows at the end of the day. I can hear the sweet hum of a memory singing a slow, simple melody. Whenever I am lost and I need to be found, I let my boots touch this familiar ground. Sometimes the city lights can make you blind, chasing a dream that keeps you on the run. wintry sun. I have traveled miles to learn what I now know.
You have to look back to see which way to go.
Oh, I am back in amber and pine, where the river runs slow and the stars align, where the rush of the world is a lifetime away, and the porch light glows at the end of the day. I can hear the sweet hum of a memory singing slow, simple melody. I am no longer lost, I have finally been found,
Resting my heart on this familiar ground.
The shadows lengthen as the night pulls in. The pedal steel echoes on the gentle wind.
I am exactly where I am supposed to be, safe in the quiet, finally free. The sun is melting slowly into the western tree line. Shadows stretch out long across the wooden floorboards. Just the sound of the wind moving through the hollow. Everything in the world is finally slowing down. I poured a cup of coffee just to watch it turn to cold, sitting in this rocking chair feeling comfortably old. The dust is settling softly on the gravel driveway lane. A distant rumble whispers of a summer evening rain. I've spent my whole life chasing after things I couldn't hold, running down a highway where the promises were sold. But looking at the valley as the amber light descends, I finally see the beauty where the rushing river ends. The crickets start to tune their strings beneath the fading light. The world is gently surrendering to the coming of the night. I lay my heavy burdens down beside the screen door frame, and suddenly the quiet starts to whisper out my name. This is a quiet kind of gold, rustling in the trees, a peaceful sort of wealth carried on the southern breeze. No silver in my pocket, no diamond on my hand, just the steady, slow heartbeat of this rolling piece of land. The pedal steel is playing in the back of my own mind, leaving all the heavy, hurried, restless years behind. I wouldn't trade this moment for 1,000,000 miles of road. I'm resting in the riches of a quiet kind of gold. porch is dreaming, chasing phantom hares. The grandfather clock inside is ticking out my cares. A single star is waking up above the eastern ridge. The water breathes a gentle sigh beneath the wooden bridge. I used to think that peace was just a place I had to earn, a destination waiting at the final highway turn. But now I know it's planted in the soil beneath my feet, a subtle sweet surrender where the earth and heavens meet. The crickets start to tune their strings beneath the fading light. The world is gently surrendering to the coming of the night. I lay my heavy burdens down beside the screen door frame, and suddenly the quiet starts to whisper out my name. This is a quiet kind of gold, rustling in the trees, a peaceful sort of wealth carried on the southern breeze. No silver in my pocket, no diamond on my hand, just the steady, slow heartbeat of this rolling piece of land. The pedal steel is playing in the back of my own mind, leaving all the heavy, hurried, restless years behind. I wouldn't trade this moment for 1,000,000 miles of road. I'm resting in the riches of a quiet kind of gold. Sometimes the silence used to scare me in the dark, an empty open canyon waiting for a spark. But now the canyon wraps me like a blanket in the cold. The shadows aren't so lonely, they are beautiful and bold. I close my eyes and breathe it in, the deepest breath I've drawn. I'm holding on to right now till the break of dawn. This is a quiet kind of gold, rustling in the trees, a peaceful sort of wealth carried on the southern breeze. No silver in my pocket, no diamond on my hand, just the steady, slow heartbeat of this rolling piece of land. The pedal steel is singing in the back of my own mind. I've left the heavy, hurried, restless, weary years behind. I wouldn't trade this evening for 1,000,000 miles of road. I'm resting in the riches of a quiet kind of gold. Just a quiet kind of gold. Let the evening take my soul. The sun has gone to sleep and the peace is running deep. Soft strumming cuts through the quiet dusk. The scent of pine and rain hangs in the air. just an old guitar and memories to trust. A gentle breeze that whispers you were there. There's a worn-out path that leads down to the creek, where we used to carve our names into the bark. I can still hear the way you used to speak before the years rolled in and left us in the dark. The rusted Chevy sitting in the yard, sinking deeper down into the muddy clay. Living simple never really felt that hard, but time has a way of stealing yesterday. Now the autumn leaves are turning golden brown, and the sun goes hiding right behind the hill. There's a lonely kind of quiet in this town, but I'm holding on to everything you left me still. Oh, there are echoes in the pines tonight, singing a song of the days gone by, caught in the glow of the pale moonlight, underneath the wide and starry western sky. I can almost feel your hand inside of mine, while the old pedal steel begins to cry. Yeah, nothing lasts forever, that's the hardest line, but I'll keep you in the echoes till the day I die. I found that silver locket in a drawer, the one I bought you at the county fair. It took me right back to the clothes we wore, and the wild white daisies braided in your hair. The coffee cup is sitting on the sill, growing cold just like the evening breeze. I try to keep the restless memories still, but they come rushing back and bring me to my knees. Now the autumn leaves are turning golden brown, and the sun goes hiding right behind the hill. There's a lonely kind of quiet in this town, but I'm holding on to everything you left me still. Oh, there are echoes in the pines tonight, singing a song of the days gone by, caught in the glow of the pale moonlight, underneath the wide and starry western sky. I can almost feel your hand inside of mine, while the old pedal steel begins to cry. Yeah, nothing lasts forever, that's the hardest line, but I'll keep you in the echoes till the day I die. Some folks say you've gotta let the past move on, pack it in a box and leave it on the shelf. But how do you forget the breaking of the dawn, when you gave away the best part of yourself? The fiddle plays a melody so sweet and slow, reminding me of all the things I cannot let go. Oh, there are echoes in the pines tonight, singing a song of the days gone by, caught in the glow of the pale moonlight, underneath the wide and starry western sky. I can almost feel your hand inside of mine, while the old pedal steel begins to cry. Yeah, nothing lasts forever, that's the hardest line, but I'll keep you in the echoes till the day I die. Just an old acoustic fade in the dark, a quiet hum to soothe a heavy heart. The wind is blowing softly through the trees, bringing all those echoes back to me. The sun is sinking low behind the trees, a gentle quiet settles on the breeze. The dust is settling on the gravel drive, a peaceful feeling starts to come alive. I left my boots out by the wooden door and walked barefoot across the hardwood floor. The coffee pot is cold, the day is done, and shadows stretch beneath the setting sun. I hear the distant hum of highway cars, while crickets tune their strings beneath the stars. The world out there is spinning way too fast, but here I have found a quiet place at last. A distant radio plays a gentle tune beneath the rising of the silver moon. I strike a match and light a lantern flame, and hear the evening whisper out my name. Oh, there is amber in the western sky, and not a single storm cloud rolling by. The honeysuckle wind is blowing sweet, soft and steady rhythm at my feet. I do not need a mansion or a crown, just this little house outside of town, where time slows down and lets me catch my breath, bathed in the warm amber in the west. I found an old photograph inside a book. It took a minute for a second look. It showed us laughing by the riverside, nothing left to prove and naught to hide. The years have weathered up my hands and face, but they could never change this sacred place. The porch swing creaks a slow and steady song, reminding me of where I most belong. A distant radio plays a gentle tune beneath the rising of the silver moon. I strike a match and light a lantern flame, and hear the evening whisper out my name. Oh, there is amber in the western sky, and not a single storm cloud rolling by. The honeysuckle wind is blowing sweet, a soft and steady rhythm at my feet. I do not need a mansion or a crown, just this little house outside of town, where time slows down and lets me catch my breath, bathed in the warm amber in the west. Sometimes I used to chase the neon lights, looking for a spark in lonely nights. I wandered far across the great divide, with just a restless compass for my guide. But every highway gently curved around to bring me back to this familiar ground. Oh, there is amber in the western sky, and not a single storm cloud rolling by. The honeysuckle wind is blowing sweet, a soft and steady rhythm at my feet. I do not need a mansion or a crown, just this little house outside of town, where time slows down and lets me catch my breath, bathed in the warm amber in the west. A lantern flickers as the daylight fades. The yard is wrapped in cool and quiet shades. I close my eyes and finally find my rest, fading with the ember in the west. sun dips low behind the western pines. A gentle breeze stirs up the settling dust. The world gets quiet in the fading light. I tune these rusted strings and find my peace. The old rocking chair groans a familiar tune, keeping time with the rising of the silver moon. There is a harvest breeze rolling through the yard, blowing away the days that have been too hard. A hound dog sleeps beside the heavy wooden door, dreaming of open fields he used to explore. The coffee in my tin cup has gone a little cold, but the warmth in this evening is a sight to behold. The shadows stretch and dance across the floor as the crickets tune their fiddles for a little more. I close my eyes and let the silence gently speak, washing away the burdens of a heavy week. Oh, this is the porch light lullaby underneath the vast and velvet painted sky, where the pedal steel winds through the evening air, and there is not a single worry, not a single care. Let the acoustic strings carry us away into the quiet close of a beautiful day. The world can spin as fast as it wants to go. Out here the hands of time move sweet and slow. The lightning bugs are waking in the tall green grass, flashing like memories through a stained glass. I hear the distant murmur of the winding creek. It is the kind of simple comfort that I always seek. The willow tree is swaying with a graceful bend, like an old and faithful welcoming friend. I lean my head back against the painted wood and realize that life is feeling mighty good. The shadows stretch and dance across the floor as the crickets tune their fiddles for a little more. I close my eyes and let the silence gently speak, washing away the burdens of a heavy week. Oh, this is the porch light lullaby underneath the vast and velvet painted sky, where the pedal steel winds through the evening air, and there is not a single worry, not a single care. Let the acoustic strings carry us away into the quiet close of a beautiful day. The world can spin as fast as it wants to go. Out here the hands of time move sweet and slow. Sometimes the road is rocky and the mountain steep. Sometimes the valleys feel a little dark and deep. But there is a healing in this rustic, quiet space, a gentle rhythm steadying the human race. The upright bass just walks a steady, calming line, and everything I thought was broken is doing fine. Oh, this is the porch light lullaby underneath the vast and velvet painted sky, where the pedal still winds through the evening air, and there is not a single worry, not a single care. Let the acoustic strings carry us away into the quiet close of a beautiful day. The world can spin as fast as it wants to go. Out here the hands of time move sweet and slow. The stars are shining bright above the timberline. The night is still and everything is feeling fine. One final chord rings out across the peaceful dark. I carry this sweet quiet deep within my heart.